Welcome back to the Butt Chug Podcast, everyone. This is episode 92. Don't fuck it up, guys.
Whoa.
That's my intro.
We would never do that.
No way.
Everything smooth, running oiled machine here.
Episode 92. We've been through it. We've done it all as far as, the podcast checklist goes.
Yeah.
We're there.
Now we have.
We've done it all. How many hours do you think that adds up to? 150 maybe or so?
We're because
hours of
most of them
time.
We're at least 120
of time. Oh gosh, yeah, way past 150.
Yeah.
155.
155.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a lot of time.
$1.
I hope for any of you who've listened to every single episode,
they're out there, and you know
welcome.
who you are.
You're welcome.
Shame on you.
So that is that's the intro.
Wow.
That's
riveting.
I have no
Hard-hitting.
stories. I did see. I was reading before I came here that Town and Country magazine, which I didn't know they still made magazines.
Magazines are huge.
They released their. Some of them are huge. Some of them, like Reader's Digest, are very small.
Very small.
I see what you did there.
But the huge one, like ESPN, do they still make that? That they don't make, right?
That was annoying as...
Yeah.
Magazine should be a standard size.
It should be standard
Big
size.
giant
If I
one.
want a huge reading material, I'll get a newspaper.
Right.
If I know where to find one.
Maybe it was specifically for athletes because generally they're taller than us
And
and,
they have
bigger
bigger
than us.
hands, yeah.
So
Yeah.
they can't handle the Reader's Digest.
Man, great point. So I forgot where I was.
You weren't ready for that.
Oh yeah,
Truth
Town
serum.
and Country
It just threw you
magazine.
off.
Yeah, that's just Town and Country magazine, which I'm not sure their theme, what their who their audience is. I'm guessing people who live in towns and or countries. But they released their top 20 beers. I've heard of almost none of them. I've heard of some of the brewers. Oscar Blues was on there. The Dale's Pale Ale was the one. It was like number 17 or something. There's beer specifically for 2020. So I'm not sure if they were released. Because I think Dale's has been around for
It's been
a
a while.
long, long time.
Yeah.
It's a shelf turd.
Yeah. But they released it, and that was one of them. And there's just a bunch on there. And
I
think
can
number
imagine
one
the readers
was,
of Town and Country are really into
Like-
that much into beer.
like craft beer, especially.
yeah.
So the audience, I'm guessing, is like people who do dressage and stuff like that.
You
I don't know what that is.
You know, and I wish you could confirm this, Bud Light Lime was on that list.
No, Bud Light Lime was,
Oh
and
my
I read
God.
all 20. Number one was Dogfish Head, like Bourbon Barrel Stout. I don't remember what the exact name is. It looked very, very artisan. The
I would
label
assume
was,
that the top 10 would just be White Claws.
I would have never picked something big like that
Yeah.
for Town and Country.
Yeah, Town-
Dressage is probably a home run.
That's probably where they're at.
People wearing...
People who have houses with wood siding.
Yeah, people,
Clappered houses?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Clapboard houses? I don't know the
Clapboard.
terminology.
or what's the one... inside their house. God.
Yes.
Paneling.
Walls.
Yeah, but the kind of paneling that's on that show that those people in Texas really like. Shiplap.
Oh, yeah.
Shiplap.
People love that
Shiplap.
stuff. Yeah, shiplap. Mm-hmm.
Man.
I saw a video where they were making fun of
Wraparound
that.
porches.
Yeah, wraparound porches, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are called verandas.
Verandas.
Oh, they're nice. I'd get one, but my house doesn't. It's not
Just build
for
one.
a porch.
No, do it.
like that.
Just do it.
No, I would...
Around the top.
We'll do it.
All right, we'll do it.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Well,
My house is more shaped for a concrete patio than a porch.
Make that
than
too.
a wooden porch. We have that.
Let's make more.
we'll
That looks
just
great,
we'll make
too.
a wooden one on top of the concrete.
Yeah.
That'd be great. That's like putting carpet over a wood floor.
Obviously. In all your bathrooms. Carpeting in all your bathrooms.
Yeah.
Who thought that was a good idea?
I don't know, man, but that one really bothers me.
Asinine.
That
Yeah,
one really
well,
bothers me.
the carpet in the bathroom predates the heated tiling. You know, the coiled tiling.
You're close to making sense.
Yeah.
Because I think people who, old people who were old
Bath rug.
back when
Yeah,
our parents
that
were
you can
young.
wash.
Yeah, bath rug, right, that you wash. I think some people, there's just a lot of stupid decisions being made. People did carpet
Yeah.
over wooden floors.
Yep.
It's just,
A
and
lot.
people carpeted their bathrooms. My grandma had a carpeted kitchen. You know how
Yeah,
dumb
but like
of
the
an idea-
high traffic though, right? Like the really thin stuff, like at
Yeah,
work.
high traffic carpet, yeah.
No like Berber.
But still,
yeah,
you spill a whole dinner on that, it's over.
Over with. Just move out. Burn it down.
Yeah, just-
John. But my grandma never.
House is
spilled
done.
anything.
Earl. Was
Yeah.
your grandpa's name Earl?
No,
He was.
His name was John.
Oh.
Your family really strays from the.
They like So
How many Johns are there?
The name tree,
Big John.
it's the
name
first
tree.
one
Little
you
John.
pull down. They're like, that's fine.
Yeah,
John's
it's like they have like the basket of ping pong balls. 98 of them are John.
Yeah.
One's Earl, and the other one is Cletus or something.
No,
like that.
yeah, we don't
there's
have
a
like
Cletus.
hillbilly people in our family. Mostly, normal North Midwest people. But yeah, I'm the third John, and I'm not the same middle name for any three of us.
And you're the only
So
junior.
there's no junior or
You're
or
junior.
the third.
Yeah, you're junior.
I'm a junior only at the bowling alley. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
man.
right.
It's the official record.
That's the only place I'm a junior.
It's
That is
only,
official.
It's the only thing I call you anymore.
Yep.
Just old junior. Well, I have two beer pieces of news. One, craft beer went back over $1 billion. So 3 out of the last 4 weeks, they've been over $1 billion. Now, consequently to last year, it was over $2 billion, but it's still on the upward trend. So it's recovering. The sad bit of news, though, is new product innovation is down over 50%.
Yeah.
From this time last year. So people are just putting out the tried and true, and then they don't have the staff there, the brain trust of individuals that are, beakers or, test tubes coming up with like essence of carrot in a beer or something like that. Yeah, doing that.
Yep.
Either that or after you score a touchdown if you're Ezekiel Elliott.
Gotta feed. Gotta
eat
eat
that cereal
or whatever
out
it
of a
is.
big bowl.
I don't know what it is.
Cereal. Because he was filmed eating cereal out of a huge Tupperware bowl.
Oh,
We've
Like
all
the
been
whole
there.
box.
We've all been there.
And then, so I think this was symbolic of that.
I've seen
viral video.
I've seen people pour milk into the box.
Yeah, I've
but
seen
into the
that too.
plastic liner.
Yeah,
not
the
into
plastic
box.
one.
Yeah, that wouldn't hold up well.
No.
You gotta be desperate. Like,
Or there's.
I'm eating out of a frying pan before I'm eating.
Forgetting
out of the
Sarah
box.
Marshall, where he has the actual like Rubbermaid savers.
Yeah.
And he pours all the cereal and the milk in at the same time and just kind of drinks it.
I ate my lunch today with only a knife.
That's fantastic.
Yep.
Forgot a fork.
Forgot a
what's
fork.
the
I
lunch?
went to your desk
If
to
it's a
get
turkey
it.
sandwich, it's not
locked.
impressive.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, I was going to say, why didn't you go to my desk?
I
The
did.
bottom. Oh.
I did. I opened every drawer and I didn't see any utensils, and then I found the one that was all locked up, and I was like, I bet they're in there.
Yep. That's.
So I went and ate my leftover chicken fettuccine Alfredo
Oh, that's
with a knife.
impressive.
Yep.
Well, was it super warm? Like, did you heat it up or did you just eat it cold? That's
Yeah,
even
it was,
harder.
It was
so it's,
difficult. It was more. It started with me really trying, and then it ultimately devolved.
Yeah.
Yeah, scooping.
Just-
Yes.
Just shoveling it
Shoveling
into
it.
my
It's
mouth.
just I've got 10 minutes left. I can't. Yep. So I've got a whole. I could have a party in that cube just with the stuff in the bottom.
Yeah, your cubicle. There's a lot going on in there, and I felt really creepy. I was afraid that.
Was
someone
it super
gonna-
dusty?
I really wasn't noticing the dust.
Okay.
I didn't.
Thank goodness.
I was surprised at how little dust there was on my desk.
Oh, people are complaining it in across the hall where a lot of, on the backside I'm using. I know of just an AC. An AC they're complaining about.
Oh,
Like,
okay. Well, my desk.
I didn't notice it.
sweet.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be
Because
terrible.
I have an air return duct where a furry animal definitely died before I left.
Oh,
And
okay.
I wanted to get it cleaned, and they said, no, we'll have somebody professionally just put in a work order. I did that back in February.
Hopefully they got to it by now.
February of
Well,
2015.
yeah, they've been busy.
They've been busy, not going to work.
But that's all I have for beer related news,
Yeah.
gents.
I've got one. It's just a hot topic of the day, and it's loosely tied to beer. I've tied it loosely to beer. The petition to change the name of Columbus, Ohio to Flavortown.
I'm so happy about that. I hope it happens.
We've all been to Columbus. We have participated in Flavortown. They do
have.
have some flavorful beer. We had a fantastic dill pickle. What was that? Was that IPA
that was
or
North
Goes?
High.
Yeah, either way.
It was a goes, I
Yeah.
thought. Yeah,
it was a
definitely.
flavorful beer,
Yeah.
and I would love for it to be in Flavortown.
I spilled one. That would be. I think that proposal is fantastic.
Yep.
And that some people are saying now that it should be like Springfield, where every state gets a flavor town.
I think that's a great
I've seen
idea,
that
too.
suggested.
I in the Heck household, because nothing's on TV on Friday nights, Triple D is a standby.
What's that?
Triple dinners, drive-ins, and dives.
Oh yeah,
it's,
yeah, yeah.
It's Guy Fieri's.
I wasn't. Yeah, I guess I'm not down
because
with that.
I associate
You got Triple D, bro.
terms.
I,
Triple D.
I associate Flavortown with Guy Fieri
Yeah.
and not
Because
Flavor Flav.
He's from Columbus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Born in, yeah.
So we
Oh, okay.
so we were talking about that. I think that's a hilarious. I think that's awesome. Let's just
Let's do it.
Completely flip that coin. And Guy Fieri's doing a lot for the restaurant industry. He's donating all the proceeds from his shows to what's the relief fund? Because we watched so much.
James Beard organization. I know James Beard organization's doing a lot for restaurants.
Gosh, it's another one. It's his own thing, but every Friday night he does a new episode of Triple D where all these restaurants that he's been to, they send him like a cooler of their flagship meals, and he prepares it in his outdoor kitchen that's worth more than my entire house.
Yeah, right.
With his son, and and there's people. He's very polarizing because
yeah, he is.
Yeah.
He's from, a lot of his crew is from Minneapolis, and Minneapolis is kind of a second home for a big city for me. And people complain there because he goes to all of the haunts that people want to keep quiet. And it's like the same thing. Remember when we were growing up, you discovered a band, but you wanted to keep them, your secret, and hopefully no one would ever figure out who they were. I remember my band. And I want you guys, while I do this, to come up with yours. Mine was Limp Bizkit. I remember buying $3 Bill Y'all for $8.99. And I was like, oh, this band is going to be huge. They hadn't been on MTV yet. And then Spring Break came. And that's when the George Michael Faith covered that Limp Bizkit. And then they became huge, ginormous, and, many successes many times over. But that's how people in Minnesota, especially Minneapolis, especially Chuggalo Aaron, he's just shaking his fist right now. The best part is I got him back when he was deployed this last year. I sent everyone gifts for Christmas, and he got the Triple D handbook, or the guidebook to all the restaurants.
That's cool.
And he got so pissed he threw it. I wish I would have had video of it. I wasn't there, but people reenacted. So he's a very polarizing individual. I love Guy Fieri. I think he's hilarious. I think some of the stuff is a little bit contrived. But I like what he's doing for all the underworked individuals right now in the restaurant industry. But I left you with a question. A band that you listened to that you were hoping no one else would listen to, but, success on them, not like...
I never really wanted bands to be unheard of.
So then I'm just the weirdo. That's fine.
Just because, I want everyone to share the same joy I have. Unfortunately, I grew up in an area where... you either liked rap or super preppy music, like Dave Matthews Band. So people weren't really into the music. Like, I was into punk and metal. I'd mostly get made fun of. So, I caught on to Blink-182 before Enema of the State came out, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
Because then that's when they really blew up. And then the earliest I ever got in on a band was I knew a guy who worked at Victory Records in Chicago, and they had just signed a band called Taking Back Sunday.
Oh,
and he gave me a demo of one song. And, it was awesome. And then they got huge. But I didn't want, to keep it a secret. No one cared.
Did you, triumph?
And social media didn't exist.
Yeah, that's what
I was listening to them before they became, with their...
That's kind of the thing. It's I knew them before they were famous.
Yeah, okay. Maybe I should reattack.
Yeah.
So...
I don't know them, but I know them.
Cobra, you're... who did you know before they were famous? Or who did you follow?
Salt and Pepper.
Wow.
Yeah.
Without missing a beat.
You were early on them, huh?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah, really early.
I suppose they were 91, 92, so that would have put you, right when you're listening to, Top 40 radio and stuff. So,
Exactly.
if you had that before Top 40 radio,
yeah.
Did you have a Salt and Pepper tape?
Yeah, mixtape.
Oh, a mixtape.
Yeah.
So not just one album.
Yeah, had to practice my breaking moves.
Yeah.
So you need
Cardboard
some good tunes
box
for
and
that.
stuff.
Yeah.
That's
Salt and
pretty
Pepper.
sweet. I remember making
super hot.
mixtapes.
Super hot ladies.
Yeah.
I made I would record songs on the radio.
Yeah, that's what we did.
So I'd have a 3 or 4 second delay.
Oh yeah, you'd have a delay or it would start late.
One of my least proud moments is I called the Top 40 station. I was spending the night at my best friend's house, and we would call in. We called the radio station 50 times for Coolio's Gangsta's Paradise.
Oh my god!
Not in their format or what. And they're like,
song.
"Yep, it'll be on in the next hour." And we listened for the next 4 hours, and it was never on.
Yeah.
We never once heard it on that station. It was never going to happen.
It was not going to happen.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, I remember when my mom and dad had a stereo in the living room that had a record button on it, and we would listen. But when Barbie Girl came out, remember Barbie Girl?
Aquamarine.
Yeah, Aquamarine.
I traded
our
that.
local radio station, B96, had released their own version of Ken doll, like a Ken doll version. And my sister would wait to record this song. And she finally got it.
Oh, man.
Eventually.
She
had both versions, you know.
Great.
I traded that CD for a 311 T-shirt.
That was a good trade.
Yep.
That was a good trade.
Still have that 311
I had
T-shirt.
that CD
Nice.
too. I don't know why, but I did.
Good.
Aquamarine. It was weird looking crew.
I think I got it from Columbia or BGM, like the 12
Oh, man, you get like 12 CDs for
Oh,
$1.
yeah.
Or a penny.
You might not know this, but you still owe them money.
No, it's funny because my mom helped me draft the letter that said, minors cannot sign into contracts. Please stop sending him. They never sent me any. Boom, done. Because I was like 15, 16.
That's great. Yeah, it was Columbia Music Club or something.
Do they still do that? Is that
I don't
still
think so.
possible?
I mean, if you are still a member of that subscription service, I don't know. You can get an iPhone for like almost nothing. You know, like an old iPhone, and just get a music subscription for super cheap and have unlimited music.
Yeah, but if I could get 12 fresh CDs for like a buck
A penny, yeah.
or a penny,
That's good.
and then I
fun.
could just write a letter and say, "Hey, I'm a minor."
Oh, that's true. If you do that, then you're good.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah,
good.
that's what I mean.
They used to just send us the ads, and they were stickers of album covers. You remember that?
Yep.
I would
Yeah.
just take those off and play with those.
Yeah, because if that's the album that you wanted as a part of your
Yeah.
thing, and then they're like, okay, now you have to buy, 7 albums in the next year at $36 an album.
Yeah.
And it's like,
Yeah.
that's a pretty terrible,
Very terrible.
$36. You had me at $31. 36 is a
Yeah.
bridge too far.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Yeah, that's it.
well, gentlemen, on to the
We should
beer.
drink some beer.
Yep. All right. Cool.
All right.
I'll get beer.
While you do that, I'll fill up the airspace
I hope
with,
so.
with the words of me talking about filling up the airspace. Well, baseball's coming back. We talked a little bit about this
It is timely.
beforehand. We don't have to talk too much about it.
I think we
but I did
influenced
see
it.
something, so not to bring the whole rest of the world into our personal world, but someone in the chat yesterday for our fantasy team said that the Brewers have fixed the Braun problem. I'm not in on.
They're going to make him
Milwaukee news.
DL so he doesn't have to play the
Oh,
field.
because of the DH. All right. I got
So
it.
at least that's what I assume.
Oh, he's
because-
going DL.
No, DH.
DH. Oh, okay.
Yeah, because now that you don't have Aguiar and you have Thames are
Mm-hmm.
gone,
Yeah.
who would be the next? And you have such a young surplus of talent,
Yeah.
that are running out of places to play the field. So Braun becomes a DH.
I'd say don't waste Yelich's 60-game season and make him DH. Still gets all his at-bats and you won't get hurt in the field.
I don't.
If I'm a manager, that's what I do.
I don't think. Well, the last time he got hurt was at the plate,
I'm not. Oh well, that's different.
where he took the ball off the
Conundrum.
the kneecap.
Well, the Cubs are good too. They have Kyle Schwarber.
Did he lose the 25 pounds?
I don't want
Because he needed to lose. the
Oh
25
yeah, Rizzo
pounds.
lost a lot of weight.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
All right, dudes. We're doing the Ransack the Universe
gotta-
from
Finally.
Untitled Art. Finally,
My
getting
fault.
to this
My fault,
IPA. Let's do a crack and some drink.
This was a tight top, so you might want to. Okay, everyone got it.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I had to just a
Yeah,
little
it hurt
bit.
my fingernail, but
Yeah.
I'm in there now.
Hang on. All right. Sorry.
That's why it's like, oh, it's a tight
good
one.
now.
Hopefully
Now I'm
somebody's talking.
I could hold this all day.
All right. Now I'm ready. 3, 2, 1. There we go. That's
Ooh,
nice.
that was a crack.
Well done,
So,
fellas.
So
so you bought
92.
this beer back in October of 2018.
Yeah. 15 years ago, I bought this. I bought three different beers on 3 different selections, or 3 different selection criteria. The criteria for this one was strictly can art, and the can art was strictly based off of juniors over here.
JT Jr.
Did we do the same trick? My can art's different.
They're all different.
My can art is different.
Oh, okay. Because remember that. Hey, let's drink this.
The last time we did Untitled Art, there was 2 that were the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 1 that was different.
So they're good at doing that, but the sole reason I selected this beer was strictly because of the can that you have.
Okay.
So I gave you that can because I wanted you to do that one justice on the Can Art Bunder segment. We will do ours as well. Not nearly as good, obviously.
Like me, looks better in a condom.
Yeah. I would agree with
Or a
that.
bag, and I guess I didn't have to go super inappropriate.
I
I've
wouldn't
seen
know.
it. I've seen
I'm
it.
glad you said it the way you said it, because
Yeah.
it's clear now what you're talking about.
Well, it's not a clear condom.
If you
It's
just
got to
said-
be opaque.
If you just
Yeah.
said bag, I wouldn't have known what you were saying.
like bag over the head. Or
So we've
in the
done
dark.
Untitled Art before, Untitled Art, Collective Arts. So if memory serves me correctly, they brew it out of Wanakee, but it's brewed by the wholesale brewer, right? They just kind of send them a recipe and some money and say brew this amount of beer using this recipe, and then we'll distribute it.
Yeah, so
Right?
on episode 77, we talk about the genius that is the Wanakee facility. So they don't do anything without being told. So they just, like Chris illustrated, they just get a recipe, they follow it verbatim,
Yep.
and then they have the, pillar to post production facility there, and then they do
I
everything.
really like that. I like that.
So clever.
What a great thing to offer the beer industry, right?
Right.
Because then anyone can come to you if they don't have if you want to start a brewery, but you don't have the capital to get a facility, to get all this equipment, all this stuff. I'm sure it costs a fraction of that because you're not paying for rent, you're not paying for a space, you're not paying for all that equipment. You're just paying probably some sort of a fee, which is much smaller. So it's a much lower, barrier of entering the business. I think it's a really smart business move.
Really, it's like a grocery store. Believe it or not, they don't grow the apples out in back of the grocery store. They just get everything, and then they sell it to you.
Are you serious?
Whoa. Did a grocery store work? I thought that was just going to be dumb.
No,
It worked.
got me.
It worked.
Nice. Maybe some grocery stores grow shit out back.
Most of
Gross.
them grow shit out.
I don't know how you grow shit. Well, yeah,
I do.
More of those secrets later.
All right, I can run through the can art butter segment.
Do it.
Let me just show this off to the camera. We all got different cans.
Oh, yeah.
This
So
is
we
my
can't.
can. And this is the Can Art Boner segment brought to you by
Still Steph.
Still Steph, but my mom has delivered. And she'll
Well, I'm
be
not
the
drinking
sponsor
it.
here. She'll be the sponsor when I bring that beer in.
Okay.
All right, so here's my can.
I met Steve the other day, by the way.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
That needs to come up.
Oh, yeah, we need to talk about that.
Oh, okay.
He was texting
Well,
me. About
I mean,
that.
we don't need specifically to bring up anything. You just need to
Yeah,
talk
we do.
about
I'm
it.
gonna,
Oh, he
I'm
does,
gonna write
okay.
it down for segment 3.
Okay, so I would stay over there, but we got the mic now for the video, so your sound is clear. Basically, what's going on with this can, there's kind of a... My first impression was it was the modern day remake, not remake, but the Mad Max movie. Is it Mad Max?
Oh, Road to
Thunder
Fury
Road?
or Thunder
Yeah.
Road or Fury Road?
Yeah, Fury Road,
Furious
something
Thunder.
like that, yeah. Where everything's very like
Can
dark.
you just name the next 5 movies?
yeah, right.
George Miller, you can't take
It's
those.
got
You credit
that
to
kind of
BCP.
look to it. There's a, I want to say falcon, maybe eagle. I don't really know my big birds that well, but this is definitely a large bird. Is that an eagle or a falcon? You guys know the difference?
I'm going to go with Eagle.
Eagle.
Looks eagle-like.
Yeah.
Okay, eagle. There's like an eagle. If you're
It's not a
familiar
hawk.
with the American Military University, they're the Golden Eagles.
Yeah.
And, maybe
So is
that's what this
Marquette.
is. Oh, are they?
Yep.
Much more reputable.
Yeah, when it comes to like sports.
Maybe education too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But
Good-
this is
good
an
Catholic
eagle. This
school.
is probably a golden eagle, and he's holding a racing helmet with a skull still in it. The
It's
skull
actually a
is
female
missing-
golden eagle.
Okay,
You
female
can tell
golden
by the
eagle.
eyes.
You can tell by the eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, you do know your birds pretty well. So
I'm an aviary
let's talk
expert.
about. Let's talk
He's
about
just
the eyes.
sandbagging. He's sandbagging his
I know,
bird
he's
knowledge.
sandbagging.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So it's the skull that's within the helmet is missing its bottom jaw. So it's probably someone who died in a horrible car wreck or bike wreck. Motorcycle or this helmet more reminds me of Speed Racer type of helmet, an old school race car
yeah.
driver before they had like the face masks and everything, or the face glass that they have, and it's got some stars, which I'm not sure what those are symbolic of, but this is pretty good art. It elicits a lot of ideas about where it could be coming from and what's going on here.
It elicited a purchase from me, that's for
And it
sure.
elicited a purchase.
As I scrolled down a wall of beer, I was like, I don't know, I'm not sure about that one. And then I just saw that. All I saw was
Yeah.
that.
And typically with our
Nope, I didn't see the name brand. I didn't see the type
Yeah.
of beer. I said, I'm just going to get it.
typically with our can art boner segment, you look at the name of the beer, and then you look at the can art, and there's some sort of match. But with untitled art, as we've learned, I think this is the third time we've done it on the podcast. Their art doesn't, unless I'm completely off, their art does not match the name of the beer. This is Ransack the Universe, and maybe mine would. Maybe it's in a post-apocalyptic kind of world, but the universe, I don't know. But your guys' can art, which you'll do, which I really am looking forward to more can art boner segments, they don't really kind of fit that theme of Ransack the Universe.
I mean, I could probably weave that story,
You could.
I believe, on mine.
I hope you do. So that's the can art boner segment brought to you by
Consider it an invite.
Steve. On to the flavor.
Who is the artist on yours?
Oh yeah, that's
Just
a
real
good
quick.
point.
I'm curious.
I should say that. Where is that?
It's in the
listed?
black
by the
right by
barcode.
In the
UBC.
black. Okay. Jason Grant and David Heyman from Ontario, Canada.
Ooh, foreigners on both cans.
All right.
Ooh.
Oh, yours is even different too. Well,
Yep.
disregard.
Okay.
All right.
I'll do the taste too. And then,
Do the taste,
and then
please.
We'll move on. This is an IPA. It is. I think you, Matt, you checked into a beer this week that said something about the world of IPAs. Is just an ever expanding universe of IPA-ness.
I said in a world of IPAs, this is another one.
Yes. No offense, but that's the same for this beer. It's good. It's drinkable. It's smooth. I'd have this in the summer. I'd have this in the winter. I'd drink this with food. I would drink it when I'm hot after mowing the lawn.
Slow down, Dr. Seuss.
It's just a fine
None of those
IPA.
rhyme.
I don't think this... I will certainly not remember this IPA. Again, no offense. It's just... it's an IPA. It's about as standard of an IPA, and that's a compliment because you did a good job, but it doesn't go any further than that. 4.0 butt cheeks, super drinkable, very good, standard score for a good IPA for me.
Interesting. All right. So I'll go ahead and do my best to show this can as well. Different art, Ransack the Universe. So it's got kind of some abstract homes on it, as well as a gentleman riding a bicycle, and then some various flowers painted through it. So it looks kind of like this house is falling off into nothingness over here. So maybe that's the universe being
Sorry,
ransacked.
Stacey.
This art is by Mary Hasdyk
Yeah.
from...
Has Dick.
It's Haasdyk. My apologies for not pronouncing it correctly, Mary.
Has Dyke.
Either way, I do like the art. She's out of Calgary. And yeah, so that's my can art. I did not see this can. Like I said, when I made the purchase off of Strictly Can Art, it was on JT's. I thought it looked cool. The hops in here are Galaxy and Mosaic. I give this a 4.5. I believe it has superior drinkability. I can chug the shit out of this beer.
Mm-hmm.
Like it has.
What'd you give it?
4.5.
4.5.
It's not. We're not all the way to 5.
Yeah.
For an IPA to get to a 5 at this point in my life, I don't know what it has to do.
Me neither.
That's gotta be magical.
It has to blow my pants off.
Yeah.
Like
Definitely.
something.
But I do really appreciate the superior drinkability of this beer.
Yeah.
It's just extremely smooth. The finish of it is what gets me. It's just a really clean finish. Some beers the finish of it kind of leaves a funny flavor in your mouth or a different mouthfeel or something to where you're like, I'm not ready to get back into another sip quite yet.
Mm-hmm.
This one is just like, nope, just
Yeah,
drink it,
you can
drink
pound it.
drink
sure.
it. So I appreciate it. 4.5. I like the flavors of it. I think it's a little bit sweet, along with the hoppiness of it, and I like it.
Excellent. Well, I'm going to do the my can art boner segment, and this is the first time I'm ever talking about can art, but I've got something to say about this can, so I'm showing it to the camera. Again, if you're on SoundCloud or Stitcher, wherever you get us, check this out right about minute 29. So the artwork on this can, about 10 years ago, there was a guy that would just rate his coworkers' shitty kids' artwork.
I remember that,
with the
yeah.
fire truck that's made out of shit, and he goes
Yeah.
bling bling, and he had the funniest comments, and he would give him A's to F's or whatever. That's what this artwork looks like. It just looks like shitty.
I have different thoughts on your can art and your can art.
Shitty kids drawings.
Interesting, yeah.
I feel like it reminds me of the show Real Monsters from Nickelodeon.
That would work too.
Cool.
Okay.
I thought shitty can art or the shitty drawings were the guy just because there's a few times in my life where I just laughed till it cried and I hurt, and just reading that, and maybe I should put the link when we post this.
But I do remember that. Yeah, that
Yeah, I feel like these are just doodles.
Yeah, like a hairy fire truck, and that's what those artwork was. And it's like it would be like Brittany age 4. Like this guy's ripping on 4 to 7-year-olds like shitty drawings. Just doing it now, I'm welling up because I'm gonna cry. But just like nonsensical shit. So, anyways, off the top rope to the taste, I give this beer a 4.0. You could definitely tell it's unfiltered because I feel like it's got like a lagery chew to it. It's not. I prefer West Coast to New England IPAs, so I appreciate that about that. Galaxy and Mosaic are IPAs that get hammered on this podcast, and definitely get hammered when the camera's off by that guy.
Oh yeah, Hophead,
Just
totally.
all the time. We just throw cans at him and he just
Hopped
hammers them. But yeah, off the top rope, a 4.0. I'm glad JT alluded to my comment about in the world of IPAs. This is another one.
Yeah.
This is a little more redeeming than the one that I made that comment about. What's even that 6.8? It tastes bigger.
It does taste bigger.
Does it?
It tastes DIPA-ish, where there's, like I said, there's more body to it. That's where I get, and I've never thrown in like a lager, but it's just clean finish, like you say, but it leaves you dry, and you drink this quickly to, re-wet the palate.
Yes. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
And that's why you're saying it's crushable, because you're
Yeah.
like, God, it's like the Sahara Desert in my mouth. I need to, quench my thirst.
Yeah.
But with other beers, sometimes your palate's like, I'm not quite ready for another sip, even
Yeah.
though
Yeah.
your mind might be saying, like, I want to drink more beer,
Yeah.
but your mouth just isn't quite ready for it.
Yeah.
This one is the exact opposite.
Yeah. I agree with that.
And ironically, I spent this last 4-day weekend, I spent about 30 minutes from Wanakee, and I probably bought alone $100 worth of collective art stuff. So there's going to be stuff coming up here in the future. That's not an IPA.
All right.
So foreshadow.
Well, that's exciting.
What
What were your
last
thoughts on
things?
What were your thoughts on my can?
So
What are your thoughts
these
on my
three-
can?
Yeah.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's nice. These 3 cans, they kind of spark different thoughts of like origin. If these weren't on a can, I would think this is more kind of something you'd see
80s or
either
90s
on
rock
like a
album.
sticker or rock album or a leather
Yeah.
jacket design. Would be pretty cool. Yours reminds me of, and this is one of my favorite places in the world as far as museums go, is the Chicago Art Institute. That reminds me of something you'd see on the wall in a frame, because that's like painted art, even though it's on a can. And yours
I would
reminds
agree.
me more of like emojis or digital art, maybe even
In that
cartoons.
in that same theme, it reminds me of something you would see in a kindergartner's trash can.
Yeah,
at the end of the
exactly.
day.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So they have different things,
Yeah.
but your can actually gave me more like nostalgia
More of
than
an
this can,
artistic
because
feel.
I liked going to the Art Institute. It's
Interesting.
a great place to go.
Did
Ferris
you
Bueller's
get-
Day Off has it?
A solid can art boner on his can.
Yes, solid can art. And second thing, I just my
That
wife
makes
and
me
I are
happy.
rewatching the show Parks and Recreation. This is like the 3rd time now.
Because so many people call it Parks and Recreation.
Yeah, they do. True fans do.
True fans.
And they just had an episode. It's later in its existence where there was a sommelier like competition, and that made me think of you in the beer thing.
Yeah.
I forget, what's the name of that again?
Yeah, it's going really well right now.
No, I wasn't going to ask how it's going. Well, I wanted to specifically ask. So you talked about the hops that are in this beer.
Yep.
When you do that thing, what is it called?
You know what? It evades
Can't
me right
even
now.
remember
Yeah, I
that.
can't remember.
Do you have to the wine, the sommeliers were, they talk about the flavors of the wine, the scents of the wine, and then what the wine pairs with. And I'm thinking like, maybe I could try that beer thing that you were doing. Like that might be a fun activity to do it in
all that
the
stuff shut
weekends or
down.
whatever.
Yeah, all that
stuff it's shut down now, but
COVID.
it seems like maybe that was a good idea, and I'd like to participate. But if I have to pick out the hops in the beer, I don't want to do it.
Cicerone.
That's
Cicerone.
right. Cicerone. But I want to talk
Just had to
about...
log into my account.
I want to be able to tell them, like, this has a very Windexy flavor. And I'm very good at that. I'm good at the chemical stuff. But if I have to, like, determine if it's, like, Simcoe hops or whatever...
Right.
I'm not. That's not my thing.
I'm constantly just going to be like...
You're good at the chemicals?
Tastes like Citra.
And you should watch the episode of Parks and Rec because that's essentially the 3 tiers that they show you. They show you April, who says everything's
April
like death.
Ludlow.
Ludgate.
She
says
close.
everything tastes like death. And then there's, God, I can't remember his name, but it's Billy Eichner from Billy on the Street. He's like basically does what I do and compares it to things. And then you have like a real one who's like knows all the flavors.
I don't remember this
and
episode.
stuff.
I've
Very
seen
good
I've
episode.
seen them all.
It's right when Tom is about to purchase a restaurant.
Damn it. I had a really good. Lost it.
Oh man, that was later on.
Yeah, very late. Once Billy Eichner came on, it was pretty much like the last season or two.
Yeah.
But he was a great, refreshing character to add. Like, I think The Office did it. This is an aside, obviously. But The Office did it with the red-haired English woman, and it failed miserably. I love The Office, too. We've watched that like 6 times through.
Stacy is now in her
That's a
first
lot.
time in
There's
season
a lot,
2.
but we don't really try, we don't find
You watch a
new
lot of
shows.
TV. You grind.
That's all I do is watch TV.
You grind a lot
That's all
of
I do.
TV shows.
Not really.
Oh yeah, tons. You are on stuff that I have no clue about. I'm not.
I don't sit around and
I had
watch
something
TV all day.
stupid clever like 30 seconds ago and I forgot about
Yeah,
it.
that sucks.
I bet you outgrind both of us combined.
Combined?
Oh yeah.
Not a chance.
I would guarantee that.
Because I watch.
Combined,
I
yeah.
watch one show.
How much TV do you think I watch?
I watch one show right now and it's just once a week.
I don't
I movies. I
follow
watch
any show.
Billions is the only thing I watch right now.
All right.
I don't follow.
It's not a bad thing.
No,
but
it
like,
is obviously a bad thing. I don't
I
wanna
try to
watch
write
that
down
much
like all
TV.
of like your things that you.
I don't watch that. I honestly don't watch that much TV. At the end of the night, when the kids go to bed, my wife and I
Your
go out,
recommendations like
and we watch
outweigh
TV.
like anything like you've told me to watch. I would have to go.
Oh
with the
yeah,
list.
yeah. You did recommend that Angie Tribeca show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
did you like it?
It was
I thought it was funny.
yeah.
Yeah, I just watch one thing right now.
All right.
MasterChef.
I watch food shows.
God, food and HGTV.
Yep.
Fucked us on this.
Yeah,
one.
I mean,
On
don't you watch
Hulu-
that?
on Hulu, I
all
watch-
the
Don't
time
take it as
you're
a bad way.
watching That,
I just have
I
a
would
list
be watching
like
something else.
household chemicals and shows JT's like.
I
JT's
don't watch that much TV. Like, I feel like I'm being misrepresented by watching that
I'm
much
taking it
TV.
as an attack.
It is an attack because
I
I'm not
I
like
watch
lazy.
one
I
TV
don't
show.
sit around
No,
and watch
I-
TV. No, that's what it means. That's what it means. It means I'm
Get
lazy
another
and I
beer.
watch TV.
Let's continue
We
this
struck
on
a
the next
nerve.
episode.
We struck a nerve.
Yeah, jeez.
Let's
He didn't
move
strike a
on.
nerve. I just feel like I want to, reintroduce the amount of time I watch TV to you guys because it's been misrepresented as like I watch all this TV.
I have angry text messages from JT
Yeah.
demanding
we're
me to
gonna have it.
upload shows to our Google
Yeah,
Drive.
the documentary. Didn't you want to watch? I didn't demand it.
Yeah,
I wanted to watch it though.
It was pretty angry.
It was angry.
Get another beer, JT.
I had to be angry.
God, what? I'm trying to think of
What are you talking
Angie
about?
Tribeca is another one.
This Bulls
What's the
Oh, The Last Dance thing?
Yeah.
The Last Dance.
Stacy's on like episode 6 of that.
Let's see.
What's that on? I never watched any of
It
it.
was on
ESPN.
I remember
It's so good.
Google Drive.
I remember it. Because
Send it to him. It's on our Google
I'll
Drive.
send it to you.
I
It's on the
remember.
butt chug. Oh yeah, that's right. It's on the butt
You
chug.
took it the wrong way. You have recommended to me many more shows than I've recommended to you.
No, you've recommended quite a few shows.
Nah,
I just
false.
didn't like a lot of them.
Like what?
I don't remember.
The
not memorable.
only one I think that I've done, and he tipped me off on it, is the one on history, Alone.
Oh, I love it.
You were
man,
2
that's
years
great.
ahead of me.
Yeah.
2 years ahead of me on that one.
I was
because
on-
you're like, that's the one I could
I was
win.
on season 1.
Yep.
As soon as it came out, I was like, if I were to ever participate in a TV show, there would be a handful of TV. Well, there would be 2 TV shows that I'd want to participate in. One is Alone, and I would still want to try that. 2 is Anthony Bourdain's No Reservations, but he's dead,
Yeah, he died.
so I can't do that one. So I'm down to 1. And I tried to apply to a loan. I got rejected.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you think you have the skills? I mean, obviously you're gonna not put your life in danger if you don't think that.
They won't let you, like, you know.
There's like questionnaires and like certain
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think I could do it.
crazy.
Yeah. I would love it. I'm
gonna have to find the list, JT, of TV shows you've recommended to me.
Okay.
It's
I'm not saying I haven't recommended
mini-
a lot of shows, but I feel
mini
like
leather-bound
what
editions.
you're saying is that I sit around all day and watch TV.
No.
Like, I barely
Here-
watch any TV Monday through Friday. And then on the
Here-
weekends, we watch...
Here is
Some
where
TV.
you kill us. You
Kill us.
kill us.
Sorry, guys. I killed you.
We. What time do you typically go to bed?
Late.
What time do you go to bed?
Early.
Yeah. We are now in bed before 8 o'clock, and we get one episode of The Office.
Before
in.
8?
Oh yeah, it's awesome. Love it.
Wait.
I get up at 3:30 now, so
Your clocks are...
it's-
Your internal clocks are getting
Yeah.
a little off
Oh yeah,
at this
no,
point.
I'm old man yelling at the clouds.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go to bed late. At least midnight.
Oh jeez.
Maybe later.
Not
Really?
Not even
Oh,
like this
really?
last.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Not even this last 4 days where, you know,
I'm
spending time with family. And happy anniversary, by the way, to my in-laws, Chuggalo Todd and Chuggalo Peggy. So we did their 40th anniversary, and I'm there. We're having a good time. People are over and stuff. And I'm like 10:15, I'm cashed. Now, granted, Central Time, so it's 11:15.
That's a hard push. Yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
But I mean,
For me-
I'm still up if on days off. If I see 5:30 in the back of my eyelids, I consider that a success.
Yeah.
I'm old man at the clouds.
Yeah. I'm.
Fair
We're
enough.
a few hours shifted.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I'm a 9 p.m. guy. I'm a
I wish
5
I
to
was more
6,
like
I
you.
was 5 to 6 a.m. If I get to 7:30 in bed, that's like on a weekend.
Oh yeah.
That's fucking heaven. Absolute heaven.
And this doesn't affect it. Like
No.
because I go to bed so early still, like
Yep.
that's why I like our drinking habits, like, when we do the bobo and stuff like that. That was awesome.
Yeah, it was awesome.
We were back to the hotel room at 7:05. 3 people passed out, like, two staying up for
That's
John
the thing
Wick.
is that I don't
I
don't
Wick, yeah.
sleep
I
a
don't care.
lot, so
That's
I
awesome.
can fall asleep early when
I wish I-
when that
You just don't
happens.
sleep a lot.
Yeah, just don't sleep a lot.
Like how many
I-
hours
I-
of sleep do you get a night?
During when we were working, I was getting maybe 6 or 7, so that's a decent amount. But now I'm at like 5 because I stay up way later.
Jeez.
Way later.
So
But I still wake up at 7.
so you still-
so I could go to
you still
be at my
work.
desk. I still work. Yeah.
And but now that you're at home, you sleep even less.
Yeah, it's weird. I don't because
It should be the exact opposite.
Yeah,
right?
it should be. But what I tell myself is
You're saving all that
I
commute
can
time.
be tired
Yeah.
because like if I'm at work, like actually at physical work, I can't be falling asleep.
Yeah.
Like I want to be as professional as possible. I want everyone to see me being professional. But if I'm at home, I can be tired.
Have you read about sleep deficits?
Yeah, I've read a little bit about sleep deficits. It's probably
he's itching
bad,
for it.
but
Can we
I
do a-
perform better.
Oh, no,
when
we
I'm
need to
tired.
continue
we
this.
should drink. Yeah,
All right,
yeah,
3,
yeah.
2, 1.
This
What
is
are we drinking, JT?
We are drinking Dayton Beer Company
Awesome. I
Ballpark
love
Bills. This is a brand new beer for 2020.
I love it.
Probably
TBC.
supposed to be released for the baseball season. Clearly that was misguided.
and being a black from the ballpark. But no, I'm like you. If I don't have work, I can go on a sleep deficit for the day, and it doesn't bother me because I know I'm probably going to take a nap.
Yeah, I'll take naps. Not during the week, but on the
But
weekends.
it's
I take
proven
all kinds
sleep
of naps.
deficits you cannot make up.
Yeah, you can't make them up.
It's detrimental to your long-term health.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, I can not sleep great for a month, but then for the next 2 weeks after that month, I'll just catch up a lot of sleep. That's not how it works. Your body breaks down to a molecular level.
Yeah. But like on a
I
typical
wish
Friday,
I could,
Saturday,
I could get more sleep.
like I want a game, hang out, do house parties or whatever with.
That reminds me, after pod, I need to ask you a question about gaming.
Yeah. I'm building a computer. I'm going down to Microsoft. I'm passing your house on the way.
We gotta talk.
But I'll pass out on this couch watching a movie. Like 5 minutes, I put a movie in with great intentions. I'm super awake. 5 minutes later, I pass out.
Yeah.
And it's not. It's just that time of the day for me. But on the weekends, like I said, if I can sleep until like 5:30, that's magic for me. Because then I get up before the girls do, and then can get the house all situated, and then I'm good to go.
But you slept in. That's
5:30 for me is sleeping in because normally it's 3:30. So 2 additional hours, hell yeah. But I Rolex the night before 2 hours probably, easily.
Interesting. This has been a stimulating discussion about
riveting.
Our sleep habits.
I wish
guys.
I could get more sleep, but I don't. So that's where we're at.
I want to help you.
Help me get more sleep?
Yep.
I want to know what love is, and I want to help you.
Thanks.
But in that order.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to help JT sleep. It's my goal.
Yeah. I could get to sleep earlier, but I just have too much to do.
I hear
too
you.
much to do.
Like, I like that you work out at like 1:30. Because I don't until 9 p.m.
Yeah, the Chuggalos, believe me,
Oh
this
my
isn't
gosh.
my normal hangout.
So
Like
where
that's
am
why
I
you
gonna
can't go
where
to
am I
sleep.
gonna fit that in?
That's why you can't
Where
sleep.
would I fit it in otherwise? I wake up, I gotta go to work, or I wake up, I gotta go to my desk.
I am so God. This is.
I could
shit.
come
work
home
out
and
at
work
your
out.
I'm so refreshing because I look at you and I'm like, JT gets everything fucking done. JT stays out, clears everything off of his plate.
Yeah, it's all cleared off, but I don't go to
Yeah.
bed till like midnight.
Yeah, so that's the cost. But you said that you wish that you could get everything done. There's some things that you put, like for me, I'll put off things, or like that's why I'm such a planner, because I'm like I have this amount of time, this amount of time, this amount of time, because I try to have everything off the plate for when the girls are home, for when they're home to when they go to bed. I try not to have my phone or whatever. Like try to focus on them. Because, I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. I'm trying not to, make the mistake with them. So I'm trying to learn from, what people have taught me, like you guys have. But I always look at you, and I'm always looking at you with reverence, because I'm like, man, that fucker, he's a coach of 17 different teams.
Well,
he gets everything
that's the
done.
thing is that
super
there's
successful.
not enough time in the day. Okay, on a day where there's nothing going on, I work. I come home, and then I could hypothetically just sit around and then go to bed. There's nothing else to do. Yeah, then it's my own fault when I go to bed late. And on those days, typically, we're in bed by 10 o'clock. But right now, like today, for example.
I love this conversation.
Right now, I
We
have
are so far down this rabbit hole.
Yeah,
So far down this
I woke
rabbit hole.
I woke up at 7. I didn't have to be at work until 9:30 because I'm only working 4-hour days right now.
At our we're still working 8-hour days, but we have to.
Yeah, we're working 8-hour days, but I'm
split our
working
time.
physically at the facility for 4 hours.
Yeah.
Which I love, because I get to chat with JT.
Yeah,
finally.
it's been great.
been
Our
months.
days are going by so fast.
so
but I only work 2 days a week, so
I was
now my
so
week's
lonely.
over.
Months I was
Physically
so
over.
lonely.
I'm sorry.
There's no one-
Or are you a Monday,
So I
Tuesday
woke
guy?
so today I woke up at 7 so I could be checked
See,
into
Monday,
work
Tuesday.
by 8. And I shower and everything just to make sure that like my days go in the same. So I woke up at 7. I was at my computer by 8. Left my computer, went to work, come here for the podcast. I have 2 baseball games simultaneously later. Those won't get over till 8. But you're a coach, so you're not leaving until 8:30, 9 o'clock, because you're going to sit around, bullshit with the other
bedtime.
coaches, talk about things you learned, things we got to work on next practice. So then by the time I get home, we got a home gym with that stimulus check. I'm going to work out, so I have to work out. That's another hour gone. So now it's like 10 o'clock. Okay, I haven't even eaten dinner yet. Really.
And your endorphins are sky high. You
Yeah,
just got done working
because
out,
I just got
dude.
done working out.
Holy crap.
And then
that's the worst time to work out.
So then I've determined I got to do something for myself every day.
Good.
Right? So
Good, yes,
So
absolutely.
I have this baseball card collection that I've been keeping for a long time. So every day I go in and I'll grab like 50 cards and I catalog them in an Excel spreadsheet, see what they're worth, and I'm going to start selling them off. So every day I do that. It takes about an hour to do 50 cards. And that's when I'm like, okay, I've done something for myself. It's time we can go to bed.
Are you doing eBay individual
so then it's
sales?
midnight. No.
Oh.
No, there's a website that sells cards.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'm sending them there. And so I'm doing that. I'm going to sell off the collection, maybe buy some more stuff that I like. Just whatever stuff for myself. You got to enjoy life a little bit every day.
Yes.
So I do that. Now it's
Yes.
midnight. And Katie, she does something for herself every night. She crafts, she makes greeting cards. So she's like, oh, I'm only halfway done with this card. I'm like, either one, I'm going to go to bed and you do your thing, or I'll wait with you and we'll watch an episode of Parks and Rec or something. And that's when we watch TV, is at night after the kids go to bed.
Right.
And so then it's 1 o'clock in the morning. and I'm just going
1
to bed.
o'clock?
And I still wake up at the same time every day.
Even on our hardest nights, maybe the Christmas party, 1 o'clock. I can't remember.
I don't know if I've ever seen you at 1 o'clock in the morning.
My time, the bowling alley where my pregnant wife and I said, the reason why we stayed out was JT's idea.
Yeah, right. I remember. We still talk about that.
Yeah.
I get blamed for that.
That was dumb. On me.
It's okay.
So do something for yourself, because I agree to that. So I get up at 3:30. I don't have to be at work till 5. I leave my house between 4:36 and 4:37, so I can get ready.
Yeah, right. Those are specific numbers.
I can get ready.
That's a 1 minute.
Yeah, right.
It is, and I can set it because I'm so close to work. I try to get up and do my games and play a little bit for like the 22 minutes that I have in between those times. That's what I do for myself. And then on Tuesdays, the podcast.
Yeah.
But, like, today, like, go pick the girls up. Then we have T-ball, Thursday swimming. I know you have I know you have swimming, so we, put that. So thank goodness with separation, the girls can be at the same time. But it's just, and this is something, and I don't want to ruin it while you describe your day. People just went and got in a hurry really quick. Like, this is something we talk about at, so I'm a reservist. We talk about our drill.
Mm-hmm.
And 20 years ago, and when I got in, because I've been in 19 years in August, everyone would stay around Saturday night and drink for a couple hours.
Sure.
And have a good time.
Yeah.
So I saw it 19 years ago, and then I've seen it up until all of this COVID coronavirus stuff came. By 5:30, the base is empty.
Yeah.
Because people have so many things. So either the people suck, which I'm involved in that equation, so it definitely could be that, or people just went and got busy really quick. Like, just have...
Like, since COVID started?
No. I'm just saying, like, in the last
Over time.
19, 20 years, because...
Oh, yeah. People...
It was unheard.
I
Like,
make the same
people
comment.
wouldn't leave till, like, 10 o'clock.
I make the same comment.
well,
Where's everyone
hang
going all the time?
Well,
On Saturday, it's fucking... The roads are packed. Everyone's going somewhere, and everyone's in a hurry. They got to beat you.
Oh,
Where are you going?
But, like, your day,
My days vary.
Do you do anything
to
for
a certain
yourself?
degree, but yeah, I always do something
Good.
for myself.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And quite often that doing something for myself is forcing myself to lay down on the couch and watch TV.
Yeah, that's good.
It's
yeah.
to slow down and to stop.
Slow down,
Just
yeah.
stop.
Be in the
doing
moment.
Because
things.
you have, like, a whole...
Yeah.
whole...
I've got all my
farm and
stuff. Yeah, I've got all
like,
my
you
stuff
got
outside.
More to do.
I spend so much time outside, and that in and of itself.
Chris
is,
lives on a ranch, everybody. So
Yeah,
he
huge
takes care of
ranch.
it, with the Sues and him. They take care of the ranch.
Yep. But to a certain degree, selfishly, that outside is also all those chores that are chores. It's still for myself.
Yeah.
It's getting outside. It's being physical. So I don't work out, but I work outside constantly.
Yeah.
I'm doing all sorts of physical activity out there, but it's very beneficial for me. But I do force myself occasionally to turn the computer off, put my phone away from me in another room, like you do. And
Oh yeah, it sits down here.
Yep. And
Don't take your phone to bed, people.
And I'll watch. I watch some. I subscribe to some different YouTube channels, which are ultimately like farming or like.
Well, the number one is the Butt Chug
Self-reliance.
podcast, right?
Yeah,
The
of course.
BCP, and then
Watch
other,
ourselves. But that's it. It's nothing. It's nothing wild.
Sounds wild.
It's crazy to force yourself to lay down on the couch and pet your dog. And
right.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
Just very.
Yeah, that's another thing. We have to walk the dogs.
Pet your dog?
Pet your dog. Yeah.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah. We all pet our dog.
Yeah, oh yeah. Take the dog for a walk.
Yep.
Well, we take the dog for a walk.
Good.
Dogs.
Dogs.
You have to do that too, so you got to fit that in somewhere.
Man,
At some point, you got to eat.
At some point, you got to eat.
You have to eat.
Yeah. Eating is
When
good.
do you do that? I don't know.
Well, I'm doing.
These are our days, guys.
I'm doing. Yeah, I
These
do.
are the days of our
I'm
lives.
doing, thank you for listening to the Butt Chug Podcast. This is how we live our life.
I'm doing intermittent fasting now, so I try to get
ridiculous.
everything in 7. This destroys it, but like a 6 to 7 hour window. So I won't eat
this
at
is
work
good.
till almost 11.
Yeah, I do the same.
So from 3:30
12:30.
to 11, nothing. Water.
3:30 to 11.
Well, I get up at 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, 3. Oh, I don't eat from dinner till 12:30 the next day. But on Tuesdays, I make sure that I eat a hearty lunch because I don't want to get hammered at the Butt Chug podcast.
There you go.
I eat a salad every day.
Every day.
If
If
you want to destroy me, get to the spinach.
Home, if you you don't want to drive home after these beers if you're on an empty stomach or a salad stomach.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
You want to have something like chicken Alfredo or
with a knife.
Yeah, turkey sandwich.
Like last week when you planned double-digit beers for both of them.
Yeah, that was rough.
Jerk.
That was rough. Rough day. All right, so
on this beer.
Hey, it's a beer review. We're still doing it. We're still a beer podcast after all. Brewed
Holy
and canned in Dayton, Ohio by Dayton Beer Company. This is Ballpark Pils. It's a Pilsner, obviously, and it has red stitches. That's the can art. I'm not even going to do
How many
the can art
stitches
for
are
it.
there on a baseball, JT?
There are...
You know it.
Yeah, I do.
You've told me.
Yeah, there are 108. 108 stitches on a baseball. This was probably supposed to be released for baseball season. I'll read the can while you guys review it.
I don't know.
But baseball season never happened.
It's gonna happen.
This is a 12-ounce beer. It's 5.0% alcohol by volume, 28 IBUs, and it is, a local beer, as local as you can get.
Dayton Beer Company, we've done them before, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know because my spreadsheet's over there recording. The big takeaway, and I don't want to. Dayton Beer Company, we've been here since they started, and we've seen the genesis. I went with Chuggalo Sean, your good friend, and Dave, to Dayton Beer Company when they were on Dorothy Lane or whatever.
Yep.
And it was a flight of beers, and I hate flights of beers, and this is probably the emphasis or the genesis of why I hate flights of beers. It was 5 different colored beers, and they all tasted the same.
Ooh.
Dayton Beer Company is far past that moment.
Yeah, they're past
swore
that, yeah.
off Dayton Beer Company because now they're down by the ballpark. They're in downtown Dayton, down by the 5th Street ballpark, but now it's called something else now. They lost the naming rights.
Oh, they lost the names?
They gave up the naming rights. But
I think it's called JT Field because I sponsored them.
You can't sponsor the podcast, but you sponsor a baseball field.
I'm on the podcast.
Oh, okay.
I sponsor it by giving you my time.
JT Junior Field.
Just
JT Junior Field, that's right.
All that TV you watch.
That's it.
And they give me a box seat or one of those press
One
boxes
box
or
seat,
whatever.
yeah, they
What
give
is
you a
that?
cardboard
What are those
box seat.
boxes called where it's like they give you free food and
Sweets?
stuff? Yeah, sweet.
Yep.
Or a box seat.
And a
Box seats
bigger,
are behind home plate.
TV to watch Parks and Rec on.
Parks and Rec. If I was good at art, I would just put you like in an Amazon box, just
I don't know why I
watching
said
a
that.
baseball game.
Maybe I call it Parks and Recreation. Maybe that's just what I call it.
I hope
You're gonna have to
Catering.
look
You
at
call
it.
it whatever you want.
Hey, do you want to watch Parks and Recreation?
I don't know why I called it that.
Do you say
Maybe
it
it's
in
because
a
I'm a
different-
geographer. And
Do you lower your
You know what?
voice when
One
you say
thing
it?
I noticed about that show is they don't have any GIS analysts. And if you're in a Parks and Rec department,
You don't think
Right.
Jerry's
you
a GIS
probably would have
analyst?
He's not.
In any
Come on,
city
he's-
planning office, they would have a
They
GIS
would.
guy.
They would have it. But not in this show. No one even mentions geography
It's so
in
fake.
this show.
It's so fake.
Chuggo Aaron
It's
had
not even realistic.
when he led the city planning department for Dayton, had a whole room of GIS
Yeah.
individuals.
I'm not saying that's not true. I'm saying that's absolutely
No,
true.
yeah, Bill-
That's how you know the show's fake. That's how
Doesn't
you-
have. They don't even mention GIS.
So
or
it wasn't-
geography
it
in
wasn't
any
real.
way. It's fake.
It was, the whole thing was faked.
The whole thing.
Damn.
So
It's like
Pawnee
the
is
moon
just
landing.
a
True.
burning
It's like
crater.
the round Earth theory.
Oh yeah.
Round Earth. What a stupid idea.
All right, so JT brought this beer. I'm gonna take this beer. So Ballpark Pills.
Paul Blart Pills.
Paul Blart kills.
It was so good that they made a second
Paul
movie
Blart kills.
of all of I'm glad I
That's fucking great, man.
that would be the title of this podcast.
That's the third
but I
iteration of
already
the Mall
wrote
Cop
it.
series.
I already wrote down JT's
The Mole
TV
Cop
habits.
series.
It's gonna be.
Yes.
This is a hearty Pils. It's not thin. It's more of an amber taste. So Pils typically have like a cleaner finish. This is definitely more of an amber. For a Pils, God, this is. You could have called this an amber, and I thought this would be a home run as an amber. I don't. Off the top rope, this is okay. I need to start like. This is a really good Pils. It says it's light crisp. I don't think it I don't think it's light. It's crisp, easy drinking. It's got earth to it. It's got some heft to it. Off the top rope, as a Pils, I'm vacillating between two scores. I'm going to give this a 3.75. If you would call this an amber, I think it would do far better. I don't know. I just going by mouthfeel. Obviously, I keep my cans condomed, but this is a tasty brew.
I believe Dr. Um's wife's name is Amber. Can anyone confirm that?
I can't. I'm not sure.
You've been to their house.
Maybe it's Carol. I can't remember.
Amber sounds right.
Amber sounds right.
It's somebody in the Dr. Clam is
someone's named Amber.
Yeah. Clan.
Yeah, come on, man.
Is
keep it PC.
Because his girls' names begin with the letter J. So Amber might be Mrs. Drum.
Maybe.
Dr. Elm.
We'll find out. He had a BCP advertisement. He showed it to me.
Wow.
On his Facebook page.
Yeah, it only took listening to every episode
Yeah,
and
right.
liking and commenting.
All right.
Did I give it a 3.75?
You did.
All right.
Yep. Paul Blart Kills.
Paul Blart Kills. I hope they make that beer. Paul Blart Kills.
I
It's
tell
like
you
a
what,
Steven Seagal movie.
I feel like this got mislabeled. I feel like they put the wrong label on the can. This is like towing the line of an Oktoberfest.
It's like an amber block,
We're like right there. We're like
Interesting.
right there.
Wow.
This is fall. This is a fall beer. They're anticipating the Dragons going late into October.
the minor league World Series.
Yep, because that happens.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah. Huge thing. Why isn't that a thing?
It should be. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
huge
players
line.
get picked and pulled from minor leagues all the time.
So
and
what?
The teams
That
aren't
makes
the
it even
same
gamier.
as at the beginning as they are at the end.
Even better.
So we're on the same wavelength. There's some heft to this beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is. I feel
This
like
is not
this is.
We drank a
I'm
you guys
telling
drank a
you,
Miller Lite.
I'm telling you, this is
That's
an
a Pilsner.
This is an Oktoberfest beer with
Like a
that's
Mars
been
thing
mislabeled.
almost.
Yeah,
Mars thing.
it's been mislabeled. So yeah, you're right. It's very ambery. I wish we would have poured it into a glass, but it's almost all gone at this point. It is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
It's very delicious. I'm right there with Matt. Just a notch down, 3.5. It's a good beer. It's great. DBC. I love going to DBC. It's such a great facility. They do make some great beers now, and they make a wide variety. They've got great stouts. They've got great IPAs. They've got good sours, and then obviously pilsners.
Yeah.
Or ambers or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So I like their variety. I like their space. I love DBC. I'm glad that you brought this, and it's a good beer. It's a good beer.
Yeah. All right. This is the Can Boner segment brought to you by Steve. And I've already talked about it. There's the Dayton skyline, which it's not the greatest skyline in America, but it's a skyline nonetheless. And it's got stitches across the can, right? Above the pills, the ballpark pills, words, text.
Text.
And it's they're made to look like baseball stitches because it's ballpark pills.
Paul Blart Kills.
Paul Blart Kills.
I can't get over that.
Damn it!
No, 100% that's the name of this episode.
No, it's gonna be JT's TV habits.
No,
I already wrote it
it's
down.
not, it's Paul Blart Kills. Mall Cop Part 3 by Steven Seagal. Directed by Steven Seagal. Starring.
I heard Paul Blart did a scary role recently. What's his name?
Kevin James.
Kevin James.
Were you gonna say Kevin Sorbo?
No, Kevin Sorbo.
Kevin
Smith.
Kevin. Oh,
another large Kevin.
he
Kevin
lost all of his
Sorbo's-
weight on that.
He did.
potato
Supposedly,
diet.
he did a really
Potato
good role in this.
Who, Kevin Smith?
No.
Oh,
Kevin-
Paul Blart?
Paul Blart.
Kevin
Yeah.
James.
He was in a scary movie?
He was like a white supremacist that recently got out of jail, and he's scary as fuck in it.
No shit.
Yep.
So it's a serious role. It's
there's-
not a comedy.
Oh yeah. He finally
You're playing dumb. You've seen
So
it. on
it's,
TV.
no, I don't know what you're even talking about.
it's something Becky.
Because
Because
didn't Adam Sandler recently do a serious movie?
Uncut
It's on
Gems.
Netflix.
Yeah,
I
Uncut
haven't
Gems
seen it
is
yet.
fantastic.
Oh, you
Uncut
guys are
Gems.
watching all this TV.
I
My God, you guys
said-
have all these movies you
said
recommended to
movies,
me all
not
the time.
TVs.
I didn't.
Movies.
What's the
First off, I
difference?
haven't watched any of this. I've only read reviews.
I've seen
I pass on.
movies.
I pass on reviews.
Movies.
Movies. Okay. Well, movies.
I pass on reviews
What's
to
the
you
difference?
guys. If you tell me it's worthwhile, then I watch it.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like I give recommendations. You guys hate everything I say.
There's so many
It's not
TV
true.
shows that you give us, though. I just
Not
can't give-
really. I
There's
watch
like
the
some
same
like
5
stupid
things all the time.
stupid dupid like you're watching. What are your comedies? Just run down your top 3 comedies you told me.
You'd hate them all.
Yeah, I know.
Doesn't
Like
matter.
Becky.
I mean, obviously, I love The Office and Parks and Rec,
yeah, no, those aren't.
but I like
69%
Rick
on
and
Rotten
Morty.
Tomatoes.
What is it? 69%.
Rick and Morty.
Nice. Rick and Morty. You ever watch Rick and Morty?
Yeah, I've seen an episode.
It's great.
Right. My,
Tim and Eric, awesome show, great
That-
job.
Is it Tim and Eric? Okay, what's
And
the-
Eric Andre is the other one that I've probably told you to watch.
Eric and Andre. Yeah.
No, it's just Eric Andre, one guy.
Okay.
Oh, I've heard he's got a new Netflix special coming out.
Oh,
It's
does
pretty
he?
good.
He's awesome.
He refused to take out some certain jokes. Netflix was like, "You gotta cut these." And he was like,
And he was
"Well,
like, "No,
don't
fuck
air
it."
it."
Yeah, that's kind of his thing. He's like that.
Oh, he made jokes about ramen noodles.
Probably.
Touchy. Yeah.
Yeah, ramen. Yeah,
Apparently
that's
they're
about
chicken
it.
fat.
I like weird comedies, and those are weird.
I like
Freddie
weird
Got Fingered?
comedies.
I thought that was pretty funny. That's the one where he says peanut butter on the balls, dog licks it thing.
I
Oh no, that's Road Trip.
Road trip.
with my group of best friends, I picked Freddie Got Fingered, and I am no longer allowed to pick movies anymore.
That's the one where he
And
jerks off the horse.
That's been, it's very lewd, and I
Tom
lost.
Green.
I love
Tom
Jackass.
Green had a
Jackass
window.
4, by the way, is being made right
Is
now.
it?
Yeah.
I don't know this is gonna do well. Tom Green had a window,
Everyone's
and
sober now.
he and
No one's fucked up anymore.
Or dead.
or dead,
Yeah.
which is sad. But Tom Green,
Or-
he only would have had a career in the time period he was in, and it worked.
That's fine.
If he was, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
I agree with you.
You gotta get it while you can.
yeah. If he was now, it totally canceled. If he
Yeah.
was before that, I don't think people would get
It's like
it.
the Pet Rock or
But the time he
Tamagotchi.
ca- yeah, Pet
Oh,
Rock,
man.
perfect timing.
Or, Paul Blart Kills.
People really needed
Oh,
rocks back then.
God.
So, in my experience with Pilsners, there's 2 types of Pilsners you can get. When I was first getting into craft beer, I was one of those guys who's like, at the bar they have a craft beer menu, and you're like, well, I know I like Miller Lite, so let me
They have a
start.
craft beer menu, and I know I like milk.
No, you gotta start somewhere.
You gotta start
Let me
somewhere,
start working my way into craft
It is
beer by
overwhelming.
knowing
It
what
is
I know.
overwhelming.
Having what I know, and I'll get a Pilsner. Craft Pilsner and your typical swill obviously are different, and I consider those to be the 2 types of Pilsners. You have one that's kind of like a watered down carbonated drink, and then the other one is like a flavorful Pilsner. This Dayton Beer Company Pilsner reminds me of any kind of craft Pilsner, but this one's very good. I don't get the amber flavor you guys are talking. I do agree it has like a more pronounced flavor, but that's just because I think it's coming out of a craft brewery and not a mass-produced place like, InBev or Miller.
Yep.
4.0.
4.0.
I think it's a good Pilsner. I would choose this as my craft Pilsner of choice.
I'm not even joking. I feel
Right
like
now.
it got mislabeled. I
See,
feel
I
like,
don't feel like I feel like it's
they-
labeled fine and it's really good.
I feel like they're like, oh shit. Like they realized it afterwards and they're
Ooh,
like, well,
yeah.
fuck it, let's just ship it. We already did it. It's gonna cost too much to relabel it.
Oh yeah, for a small brewery like that, you can't relabel.
Just run it.
If they put stout on that, they're putting it out.
Yep.
It is what it is.
Could be aborted fetus, and they would still put it out.
You think?
I don't know. I mean, hopefully,
I'm not sure how that would work.
I don't know. Yeah. There's only one way to find out. We all know what that means.
Hey, DBC, we've got an idea for you guys. Put out one that says stinky sweat socks.
So we've rated all the beer. We've talked about our day schedules.
Man, yeah. We
How
That- we
little
kind of, like,
or as much
juxtaposed
sleep as
3
you
with
got.
2.
Yeah, we have a lot of sleep or no sleep. We talked about a lot of stuff, but we don't have a third segment.
That was kind of our third segment.
That was kind of our
It was
third
all
segment.
rolled
It was
into
the
one.
middle segment. Yeah.
conversing. It was the middle segment.
bloated.
And so that's how this episode's gonna come out. It's just gonna be
I did meet
one long
Steve.
segment.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk about
That's-
Steve.
that's-
Let's talk
that's
about
what I had for
three is
segment
you
3.
meeting Steve.
Steph,
Let's talk about that meeting.
how'd that go?
Good.
He
Boom, done.
texted. He
Let's move
texted. He texted.
And podcast.
He texted me. So I want to hear your review of Steve.
What did he What the fuck did he text you? I haven't.
I just know that you guys met and what he graded you.
Oh, he graded. Oh, you guys graded. You guys graded.
Well, yeah, I go. How many butt cheeks do you give him?
Oh, okay.
Because it was that D20. Correct?
Did he grade me?
It was a D20.
Yeah. Huh?
Did he grade me?
No, I didn't.
It seems
ask
like
that.
you're asking him to grade people.
Yeah, it was a huge text
just
string.
you.
Do you want me to
You're
send it
unique.
to you
No,
guys?
you need to be graded as well.
No, it's fine. I want to
like-
know what my grade is.
it's like
It's
me.
obviously low because I watch too much TV.
Yeah.
We sat around. We had a few beers. We had, Chris, the bartender, D20. He's fantastic, but he rattled off this super long beer name. Somewhere in there, I heard Fruity Pebbles and Dippa and something or other, and they didn't have many IPAs on, so I just went ahead and rolled with that, and it was good. It was actually really good. So something with Fruity Pebbles in the name. I have no idea who the brewery was. But all three of us that had it really enjoyed it.
Oh, good.
I stick by my guns, man. Steve's a young kid that's got a bright beer future,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, totally.
Like for being as young as he is, and even understanding the differences between a stout and a porter and an IPA and a session, and all of these different little
At his
niches at his age is unbelievable.
Yeah.
And the fact that he can identify them and kind of what those identifiable
Flavor notes are.
markers are, is incredible.
Yeah.
So as far as his beer life is concerned, man,
Sky's the limit.
yep.
So I just was reviewing my text messages from Steve, and there's no grades. I just want to say that C-Jax is opening on the 7th of July. That was where I got the numbers from. So 7 out of 7. I thought he rated you a 7 out of 7. It's C-Jax is opening.
C-Jax is rated 7
7 out of 7. I'll show you guys the phone. I didn't ask for a rating or anything, but it was hilarious. JT, he says that you're a stout that tastes like a fruity beer. So, that's... I just had to come up with something.
That was pretty good.
That's good.
That was a pretty good review of me. I don't know
because
why.
what tipped us off is, so 2 Cobra Light episodes ago, I gave him one of my beer holders, and I just chocked it full of. He actually took a Bud Light Orange. I don't think he graded that. Steve, did you grade that comment?
He took a Bud Light Orange because he cracked early.
Yeah.
Oh.
I put it in his 6-pack though. That I gave him
Good.
his 6-pack of craft stuff. He was returning the sixer of craftness. And so that's what tipped off the conversation. He just asked, and I was gone this last weekend. That's when I sent him the receipt from my Beer Village trip down to Discount Liquor. Yeah, and he was he asked to be adopted. So Steve, I can put out here that I don't really need a soon-to-be 24-year-old. I think you're doing good enough on your own.
Fine.
The same thing, but no, things are doing well, and you will be on sooner than you probably think. So I'm glad that you have ingratiated yourself to everyone in the family now, since you technically are Cobra and Suze's connection to the podcast, not ours. It just just happened. But yeah, he's in my phone as Stev. So
Great.
he's like Cher, Madonna, Stev.
That's it.
Doesn't
4 letters.
Just 4 letters.
Soon to be a symbol.
Yeah.
We'll have to draw his symbol.
Maybe. I don't know. I hope so.
Just a beer can that's been tipped over with a little bit of
Oh man, that's
puddle.
my favorite when you can get it.
Oh yeah,
Just
you
to
gotta
throw
have
it
like
Yeah.
6
Just
to
to-
6 to 4
These
ounces.
are all empty, so can't do it.
That
Oh, you didn't drink
I didn't drink
There
it
you
all.
go.
I have 2 baseball games after this. But I did
at the
drink
same
all
time.
this one and this
One baseball game.
One baseball game.
Walking back and forth.
No, I have 2 baseball games at one time.
Do you mind?
Go ahead, please.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I drink a good amount of it.
Yeah.
Just
I'm not
That-
criticizing.
cool
that's
down.
how I know
That's
this
smart.
is a tight knit because it's germ.
yeah.
You
No,
don't
there's
worry.
no germs
Here,
here.
here you
I don't have
go.
the virus.
Test this empty can.
Yeah.
But
Well, that's it. Unless you guys got any
No,
other
that's it.
parting
That's a
words for
good-
everyone. That's episode 92, 93 coming out next week. And then 97 more after that until episode 100.
oh, I was gonna say, are you
Big-
canceling?
No. I just feel like
then the world's gonna end.
100 is a milestone. Like,
Murder
you
horn-
gotta
murder
be
hornets.
leading up to it. We're obviously leading up to it. It's going to be a huge episode, and I'm excited for it. Hopefully, the coronavirus doesn't get in the way of episode 100, because, we got to tell the doctors, tell Dr. Fauci, episode 100 of the Butt Chuck Podcast is coming.
I will drink
Fix this
the
shit.
beer through my mask.
Force.
And
on.
it's coming. So
That would be difficult.
It's going to be
For
sloppy.
what we have planned, that would be
It's
difficult.
going to be sloppy.
it's going to be sloppy.
We have plans. We have
Big
some
plans.
JT's going to forget his mask, so he's going to wear my boxers on his face and drink through my boxers.
I'll consider it.
This tastes nutty.
Tastes nutty.
A little bit of...
I don't know about
Tastes
that.
kind of like umami.
There's definitely
Umami
a
flavor.
Yeah.
meat or an earthiness.
Interesting. Yeah. An earthiness. That's a good way to
refuse.
describe it.
Funk.
That's it. Episode 92. Thanks for joining us. And you know what? If you don't have time to watch this episode, you're at the end now. But if you don't, listen to it. Listen to it on SoundCloud and all the other places you can listen, iTunes and whatnot. Bye.
Ciao.